are the withholding agents of FBR? In Pakistan, companies act as withholding agents for the Federal Board of Revenue, FBR, under the provisions of the Income Tax Ordinance, 2001. As withholding agents, companies are legally obligated to deduct withholding tax, WHT, at source from certain payments made to suppliers, contractors, employees, and other recipients. This system is designed to ensure the collection of taxes at the point of payment, making it easier for the FBR to track and collect taxes efficiently. Here's how companies function as withholding agents for the FBR. 1. Role of companies as withholding agents. Companies are required to deduct tax at source, deduct withholding tax from payments such as salaries, dividends, royalties, contracts, services, and other transactions as specified under the law. Deposit tax to FBR, remit the deducted tax to the FBR within the prescribed time frame, usually by the 15th of the following month. File withholding statements, submit periodic withholding tax statements, e.g., monthly, quarterly, or annually, to the FBR, detailing the amounts deducted and paid. 2. Types of payments subject to withholding tax. Companies must deduct WHT on various types of payments, including but not limited to salaries, tax deducted from employees' salaries under Section 149 of the Income Tax Ordinance, contracts and services, tax deducted on payments to contractors, consultants, and service providers under Section 153, dividends, tax deducted on dividends paid to shareholders under Section 150. Interest, tax deducted on interest payments under Section 151. Imports, tax deducted on import transactions under Section 148. Rent, tax deducted on rental payments under Section 155. Commission and brokerage, tax deducted on commission or brokerage payments under Section 152. 3. Legal obligations of companies as withholding agents. Accurate deduction. Companies must deduct the correct amount of tax as per the rates specified in the Income Tax Ordinance or the applicable Finance Act. Timely deposit. Deducted taxes must be deposited with the FBR within the due date to avoid penalties and interest. Issuance of withholding certificates. Companies must issue withholding tax certificates, e.g., Form 16 for salaries, Form 21 for other payments, to the recipients, enabling them to claim credit for the taxes deducted. Filing of statements. Companies must file withholding tax statements, e.g., monthly, quarterly, or annual returns, with the FBR, providing details of all deductions made. 4. Consequences of non-compliance. Failure to comply with withholding tax obligations can result in penalties, fines for late or non-filing of withholding statements, interest charged on late deposits of withheld taxes, disallowance of expenses. If what is not deducted or deposited, the related expenses may be disallowed for tax purposes, increasing the company's taxable income. Legal action. The FBR may take legal action against companies for persistent non-compliance. 5. Benefits of the withholding tax system. Efficient tax collection. Withholding tax ensures that taxes are collected at the source, reducing the risk of tax evasion. Broadening the tax base. By involving companies as withholding agents, the FBR can reach a wider range of taxpayers, including those in the informal sector. Ease for recipients. Recipients of income, e.g., employees, contractors, receive credit for the taxes already deducted, reducing their final tax liability. 6. Practical steps for companies. To fulfill their role as withholding agents, companies should maintain accurate records of all transactions subject to WHT. Stay updated on the latest WHT rates and regulations. Use FBR's online portal, IRIS, for filing withholding statements and depositing taxes. Train their finance and accounts teams to ensure compliance with WHT requirements. Companies in Pakistan act as withholding agents for the FBR to ensure the efficient collection of taxes at the source. This system plays a critical role in the country's tax administration, promoting compliance, transparency, and revenue generation. Why withholding tax statement filing is mandatory for companies in Pakistan? In Pakistan, the filing of a withholding tax, WHT, statement is mandatory for companies due to several regulatory and fiscal reasons. Here are the key reasons why this requirement is enforced. 1. Regulatory compliance. The Federal Board of Revenue, FBR, in Pakistan mandates that companies comply with tax regulations, including the filing of withholding tax statements. This is part of the broader tax compliance framework aimed at ensuring that all entities contribute their fair share to the national exchequer. 2. Revenue collection. Withholding tax is a method of collecting tax at the source of income. By requiring companies to file withholding tax statements, the government ensures that taxes are collected efficiently and promptly. This helps in maintaining a steady flow of revenue for the government. 3. Transparency and accountability. Filing withholding tax statements enhances transparency and accountability in financial transactions. It allows the tax authorities to track the flow of funds and ensure that taxes are being deducted and remitted correctly. 4. Prevention of tax evasion. Mandatory withholding tax statements filing helps in curbing tax evasion. By requiring companies to report their withholding taxes, the government can cross-check the information with the recipient's tax returns to ensure consistency and accuracy. 5. Legal requirement. The Income Tax Ordinance, 2001, and subsequent amendments provide the legal basis for the requirement of filing withholding tax statements. Non-compliance can result in penalties, fines, and other legal consequences for companies. 6. Facilitation of audits. Withholding tax statements provide a clear record of tax deductions made by companies. This facilitates audits by the tax authorities, making it easier to verify the accuracy of tax payments and deductions. 7. Encouraging formal economy. By enforcing withholding tax statements filing, the government encourages businesses to operate within the formal economy. This helps in reducing the size of the informal economy and increasing the tax base. 8. Data for economic planning. The data collected from withholding tax statements can be used for economic planning and policymaking. It provides insights into the economic activities of different sectors and helps in formulating targeted fiscal policies. The mandatory filing of withholding tax statements by companies in Pakistan is a crucial component of the tax system, ensuring compliance, transparency, and efficient revenue collection while preventing tax evasion and supporting economic planning.